You've been lied to. Your entire life, you've been programmed by your parents, your teachers, the media, to be weak, to be broke, to be average. And you don't even realize it. Every second you sit there, scrolling, wasting time, someone else is taking what should have been yours, and you wonder why you're stuck, why you feel lost. Wake up, because right now, in this very moment, you have a choice. Stay the same, or finally break free. But let me make one thing clear. If you click away, if you keep ignoring reality, you're choosing to lose. And losers, they get nothing. So listen carefully, because this is the only truth that will set you free. Let me tell you why you've never made it, why you're not rich, why you're not respected, why you don't wake up every morning in complete control of your life. It's not bad luck. It's not unfair circumstances. It's because you've been trained like a dog, like a puppet, to accept mediocrity. They fed you a script since birth. Be a good boy, follow the rules, be patient, work hard, and one day you'll be successful. Lies. They set you up to fail. They made you weak. They stripped you of your fire. And the worst part, you accepted it. You never questioned it. You never fought back. That's why you're here watching this, hoping for some secret formula to success. But I'll tell you the truth. There is no secret. There is only war. And right now, in this exact second, you are either the predator or the prey. So ask yourself, are you going to keep sitting there consuming, waiting, losing, or are you finally going to wake up and take what's yours? Because this is your last chance to break free. And if you don't, understand this, someone else will. The reason you lose, why you are stuck, broke, weak, is simple. You've been programmed to lose. From the moment you were born, everything around you has conditioned you to be average, to be a sheep, to accept mediocrity like it's normal. Your parents, your teachers, society, they've all trained you to be weak, to be soft, to sit back, obey the rules, and expect life to hand you something. That's why you're broke. That's why you're weak. That's why when you look in the mirror, you don't see a winner staring back at you. You see a man who is settled, and that should disgust you. Winners are programmed, losers are programmed. I was programmed to win because I refused to accept any other reality. I wasn't born special. I wasn't handed success on a silver platter. I made myself into who I am today. And I did it because I understood one simple truth. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. Most of you let your mind destroy you. You let doubt creep in. You let fear control your actions. You hesitate, you procrastinate, and then you wonder why you're not rich. You wonder why life keeps slapping you in the face. You don't self-reflect. You don't look in the mirror and ask, why am I like this? Why am I broke? Why am I a nobody? You just accept your position in life like a slave, completely blind to the fact that you have the power to change it. You wouldn't move a single piece on a chessboard without analyzing your position first, right? So why do you move through life with zero awareness? Why do you just float through your days like a dead fish in a river, letting the current take you wherever it pleases? Let me tell you something. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to wake you up one day, hand you a suitcase full of cash, and say, congratulations, you've won life. That's not how it works. You are either a predator or prey. The world is a brutal place, and the men who understand that, who sharpen their minds, build their bodies, and take what they want, those are the men who win. If you're broke right now, if you're sitting in your tiny apartment struggling to pay your bills, do you know what you have that the rich don't? Hunger. But most of you don't even use it. You just sit there, comfortable in your suffering, too lazy to claw your way out. Meanwhile, I took every bit of hunger, every bit of desperation, and I used it to build an empire. You have no excuses. The problem isn't that you're poor. The problem is that you're lazy, that you're scared, that you lack the courage to actually do what it takes. You lack fire. You lack imagination. You've never sat down and envisioned yourself as a success. You've never closed your eyes and truly felt what it would be like to walk into a dealership and buy any car you want. You don't see yourself living in a penthouse, flying on private jets, controlling your own destiny because you don't even believe it's possible for you. And that's why you fail. Before I was a world champion, I knew I was going to be one. I didn't hope. I didn't wish. I knew every single morning I woke up and saw myself holding that belt. I lived it in my mind until reality had no choice but to catch up. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. The reason fighters come from nothing is because they have something you don't. Fire, desperation. They are willing to fight, bleed, and suffer for their success because they have no other option. You've got a fridge full of food, a warm bed, Netflix. You've never been truly desperate. That's why you lack drive. And that's why the man who is willing to go through hell will always defeat you. Success isn't given, it's taken. You think I got rich by accident? You think I woke up one day and suddenly had millions? No, I took risks. I made sacrifices. I did things you're too afraid to do. And that's why I win. That's why I'm here and you're still struggling. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something truly brave? When was the last time you took a risk that made you uncomfortable? Most of you can't even answer that because you live in a constant state of fear. You're afraid to invest. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid of what other people will think, and so you stay stuck. Bravery is a muscle. It needs to be exercised. If you've never taken a brave action in your life, start today. Right now, do something that scares you. Step outside your comfort zone. Make a decision that forces you to grow. Because if you don't, you will be the same loser 5 years from now, making the same excuses, wondering why your life hasn't changed. I don't respect weakness. I don't respect excuses. If you want to be respected, if you want to be successful, you need to start making choices that reflect that. Cut the dead weight from your life. Surround yourself with winners. Stop wasting time. If something kills your fire, get rid of it. If your friends are lazy, if they whine, if they complain, cut them off. If your habits make you weaker, change them. You need to build an environment that fuels you, that keeps you sharp, that keeps you moving forward. Because let me tell you something. If you don't have fire inside of you, if you don't have that unstoppable drive to succeed, you will never make it. You will get crushed by those of us who do. You think I care what people think? You think I care about their opinions? No, because while they're sitting on their couches, complaining, making excuses, and drowning in self-doubt, I'm out there taking action. That's why I win. And that's why you're still stuck. This world belongs to the strong, to the men who refuse to bow down, to the men who look at life and say, I will not be controlled. I will not be average. I will win. The question is, are you one of them? Or are you just another pawn moving through life with no direction, no power, no purpose? The choice is yours. But understand this, every single day that you waste, every single opportunity that you let slip through your fingers, you are choosing to lose. And if you keep making that choice, you will wake up one day old, weak, and full of regret. So get up, take control, move with purpose, become the man you were meant to be. Because I promise you this, if you don't, no one else is going to do it for you. Let me tell you something. Most people walk through life asleep, completely blind. You're like a robot, programmed to lose, following the scripts society gave you without even realizing it. They told you to go to school, get good grades, get a safe little job, and retire quietly. And you followed the script because you didn't know better. But guess what? That script is a lie. It's a trap. It's designed to keep you weak, broke, and controlled. You think the people at the top follow that script? You think billionaires sit around waiting for permission? No. They write their own rules, they take what they want, and that's exactly why they win. Because they understand the game. You don't. And that's the problem. You're playing a game you don't even know you're in. And when you lose, when you wake up miserable, broken, stuck, you wonder why. You blame bad luck, you blame the system, you blame everyone but yourself, and that right there is why you'll never make it. Because the truth is simple. Everything that happens in your life is your fault. Every failure, every missed opportunity, every moment of weakness, it's all on you. Until you accept that, until you take absolute responsibility, you will stay exactly where you are, a loser. And don't sit there whining, thinking it's too late. It's not. You can reprogram your mind. You can rewire yourself to win, but it takes action. Serious, deliberate, aggressive action. It takes cutting out every weak thought, every lazy habit, and replacing it with a killer mindset. That's what I did. I wasn't born some unstoppable machine. I built myself into one. Every single day, I chose discipline over comfort. I chose action over excuses. And I did it because I knew no one was coming to save me. And that's the reality. No one is coming. No magic moment. No lucky break, no secret formula. If you want to win, you have to become the kind of man who takes what he wants without apology. Stop waiting, stop hoping, start moving. Because while you're sitting there wondering if you should take action, there's another man out there who already did. And guess what? He's taken everything you want, your dream car, your dream house, your dream life, because he was willing to do what you weren't. I remember when I was broke. And I mean broke, barely enough money to eat, sitting in a freezing apartment with no heat, wondering how the hell I was going to escape. But instead of feeling sorry for myself, I got angry. Angry at my circumstances, angry at the system, angry at myself for allowing it to happen. And I took that anger and I turned it into fuel. Every morning I woke up hungry. Hungry to win. Hungry to break free. And that hunger pushed me to do things other men wouldn't. It made me dangerous. And that's why I'm sitting here today while most of you are still stuck. The truth is, most of you are too soft. You've never faced real hardship. You've never been desperate. And that's why you don't have the drive to succeed. Comfort has made you weak. Your life is too easy. Food in the fridge, a warm bed, entertainment everywhere. You're drowning in comfort. And that comfort is killing your ambition. Meanwhile, the guys who come from nothing, the guys who grew up struggling, they have something you don't. Fire. They're willing to go through pain, to sacrifice, to do whatever it takes because they know what failure feels like, they know what hunger feels like, and they never want to feel it again. So here's the question. How bad do you want it? Seriously, ask yourself. Are you willing to suffer for it? Are you willing to push yourself harder than anyone else? Because that's what it takes. Success isn't some fairy tale. It's a brutal, bloody fight, and only the strong survive. Weak men don't win. Lazy men don't win. You have to be relentless, completely obsessed with becoming the best version of yourself. And if you're not willing to go all in, don't even bother. You'll lose every time. You want to know the difference between winners and losers? Simple. Winners do the work even when they don't feel like it. They don't make excuses. They don't take days off. They get up, they grind, and they keep going until they get what they want. And losers wait for motivation. They wait until it's easy, and that's why they lose. Because success is never easy. It's a war, and only the toughest survive. Let me make something clear. You have no excuse. None. I don't care where you started. I don't care how broke you are. I don't care how tough your childhood was. You can sit around crying about how life isn't fair, or you can get up and start fighting for what you want, because the world doesn't care about your excuses. It only rewards results. And the only question that matters is this: are you willing to do what it takes? Most of you aren't, and that's why you lose. You want the reward without the struggle. You want the prize without the pain. But that's not how life works. If you want to win, you have to earn it. Every single day. No shortcuts, no handouts, just relentless, disciplined action. And the moment you understand that, the moment you stop waiting and start working, is the moment everything changes. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know where to start. Here's the truth. You already know what to do. You just don't have the balls to do it. You know you need to cut out the distractions. You know you need to stop wasting time. You know you need to push yourself harder, but instead of doing it, you sit around making excuses. And every day you do that, you fall further behind. It's time to wake up. It's time to take control. Stop being a victim. Stop being soft. You are capable of more than you can imagine, but only if you're willing to fight for it. So get angry, get hungry, and start moving. Because if you don't, someone else will. And when you're still stuck in the same place 5 years from now, broke and bitter, you'll only have yourself to blame. You want freedom? You want power? Then earn it. Every day, no one is coming to save you. It's all on you. So what are you going to do? Keep making excuses? Or are you going to rise up and take what's yours? The choice is yours. But understand this, time is running out. And if you don't move now, you'll stay stuck forever.